Good afternoon. Welcome to the In Results podcast. Today we are concentrating on the recent Supreme Court decision regarding Uber drivers and the gig economy. Alasdair, it's changed everything, hasn't it?
Oh, not really, Ben. This has been a continuation of a direction of travel in the law for quite some time. Actually, you go back a number of years now on the case law on the issue of status. I think it's been an area which, not unusually, the legislators of the land have not been able to keep up with the fast pace of technology. But the actual legal basis for the decisions, and Uber is just one case. And don't forget, this was at the Supreme Court. This has already been before the Court of Appeal, and again, the decision was the same. You've got no great surprise from the lawyers, from the employment lawyers, to the outcome. You have to look at the facts and the relationship between the contract and what's actually happening on the ground in these cases, and essentially that's what the Supreme Court confirmed again, that that an employment tribunal would be expected to examine the reality of the relationship between the payer, the employer, for want of a better word, and the contractor, or indeed the worker, which is what we've found here. So it's not a great surprise. I mean, there's plenty of other cases that came before it. There's just been an erosion. The interpretation has built up a layer of case law and common law, which has led to the outcome that we've seen. But no, it's no great surprise at all. I think Uber have already expected pretty much that outcome, I suspect, and have taken it on the chin. But of course, it does mean that we're left interpreting time that the Uber drivers spend, and in terms of working time, what constitutes working time? Is it when they've just got picked up their paying punter? Actually, no, working time is when I gather with Uber will be from when they switch on their app that says that they are available. And that's commercially, that's going to have an interesting impact on just how viable Uber will be in all cities. Whether it'll make a huge impact in London in reality, for example, I don't know. I mean, I've had limited experience of using Uber, but I must say I've been impressed when I have, at the speed in which somebody's on your curbside. It's quite remarkable. But I think that's London. I think especially in areas where black cabs are not so prevalent, outside of the sort of West End and such like, certainly my experience of Uber's been remarkable. I think it's a remarkable service. But it's going to have an impact commercially on them, no doubt. I mean, they could be paying holiday accruals, and the working time definition is going to bite them and require some headaches to be massaged. But no, it wasn't a great surprise from a legal perspective, Ben.
You see much of it being backdated? See many cases?
Well, there are caps. You can go back 2 years. There's some statutory caps there. So I'm guessing that Uber, worth billions on the balance sheet as they are, can withstand that. So yes, I mean there will be.
Yeah, and of course a lot of people will be going down the tribunal route to gain what they can, I think, rather than negotiating. That's a dangerous ground to go, isn't it? They should really join to Uber direct, because I would guess they're well protected on this side of things now.
Yes. I'm not sure about how much more litigation we'll get on it, but yes, obviously these are things now that in theory can be sorted out comparatively quickly from by tribunals in people's local areas.
Yeah. So if you have any Uber drivers that need some advice, put them in touch with Alasdair. As always, I'm pretty sure he'll look at case law, and as he always says, Alasdair, never be the first test case. So
Well,
definitely
indeed, who would want to be?
who would want to be? And the one thing about Uber we all know is that they are investing in other areas of commercialization as well. So they are a sensible company, but it is going to affect other gig companies, isn't it? So more.
Yes, as I say, Uber. There's been there's this whole gig economy, this tech-driven economy with delivery drivers, Deliveroo, and such like. It's all driven by the technology. But yes, the law is catching up with them.
Yeah. So it's just a start really. But as always, I'm pretty sure you can read the news, and I'm pretty sure just a Google of Uber drivers will bring up many test cases and more to add over the next few weeks and months. Alasdair, as always, your advice is of the top
Thanks, Ben.
order. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.